What is up, YouTube? Chase Oliver 68 here, and we are on the road to SummerSlam. SummerSlam is going to be awesome. Can't wait to go. But first off, we got to go through a bunch of Raws. And after Money in the Bank, what many are saying the greatest pay-per-view of the year, I agree with that. Many are saying that it was a great show. After a huge show with all this twist and drama, we got to go through Monday Night Raw, and let's see how this Raw stood up. So we kick off Raw. We got Vince Kennedy McMahon. I am Vince McMahon, everybody. You know, with Johnny Ace Laurinaitis, he comes out to the ring, and he's just saying, I won't say that man's name. The crowd was all chanting CM Punk. He says, that name is not allowed in my business. We're not going to say his name. He walked away from all of you. He's a coward. He's nothing. And then, but Cena on the other hand, I'll address him later tonight. And basically, throughout the whole night, they're reading stuff that most people, like if people don't own Twitter accounts, they're kind of reading what Cena was saying on the Twitter accounts, on his own Twitter account, like saying that, oh, he felt sorry for talking bad about The Rock, or he regretted that. So basically, Vince also announced that tonight we're going to crown a new WWE champion in this very ring, and that champion, and it'll be 8 selected superstars, and the superstars were Mysterio, he was facing the current United States champion Dolph Ziggler. Raw Money in the Bank winner Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. Jack Swagger versus R-Truth. And Miz versus A-Rye. A-Rye and Miz was the first match of the night, and this match was okay. If you guys did not watch Money in the Bank last night, Miz landed funny on his knee. I don't know if it's a legit injury or a fake injury. I don't know if it's, you know, a legit one or a kayfabe one. Haven't read any reports on it, but Miz landed on his knee really funny at the Money in the Bank, and he had to leave the match, the Money in the Bank match early, but he came back later hobbling, and he was selling the injury really well. The whole match tried to focus on A-Rye attacking the Miz's knee. Miz manages, though, to get up. Miz manages to get the win after a skull-crushing finale. Miz finally gets a win over A-Rye. Obviously, they might build up something between Miz and A-Rye to SummerSlam. We don't know yet, but Miz advances to the semifinals for the WWE Championship Tournament. Next up, we get R-Truth versus Jack Swagger. R-Truth and Swagger, you know, it was an okay match. Nothing too special here. R-Truth and Swagger hit like a bunch of their big moves early, and R-Truth got a win after the roll-up. Swagger was in shock afterwards, and R-Truth moves on to the semifinals. Like I said, pretty good match. Then we get on to a match that I kind of enjoyed. Alberto Del Rio versus Kofi Kingston. But before then, we got a return, baby. A big return. A huge one. Huger than the main event's return. Alberto Del Rio. Not Del Rio. Ricardo Rodriguez. Fuck the world. Ricardo Rodriguez is back. And he basically is saying like the stuff in Spanish. I think he was telling me, or saying that like, the Money in the Bank winner and future champion Alberto Del Rio. I think that's what he was saying in Spanish, but he basically was all back, and Alberto Del Rio's all happy, and he cut his usual promo about destiny and greatness, and how he's the face of the WWE, and how he's going to become the WWE champion soon enough. And he has a match with Kofi Kingston. Pretty solid match. I enjoyed the work between the two. The ending came when Del Rio was going to go for the Del Rio armbar, and then Kofi reversed it into a roll-up. Del Rio burst it into his own roll-up, and then Kofi went for another roll-up, and it was 1, 2, 3. Kofi wins. Boom, boom, boom. It's going on to the semifinals to face The Miz. Then we get a very good match, in my opinion. Not like a very good TV match, as I'm going to say, between Dolph Ziggler and Rey Mysterio. Very good TV match between those two. Worked really well in the ring. Not a lot of Vicky interaction with Rey. That's surprising, especially with their past history. I thought there would be more interaction with them, but not that much. But it was a very good TV match. Dolph did a sick counter to the 619. Rey was trying to hit the 619, and Dolph, he didn't go for the zigzag. He went for like this like weird slam move. It was pretty cool, basically what I'm getting at. But the ending came with the casual 619, the bullet frog splash by Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio moves on to the semifinals to face R-Truth. But then we get Diva filler time. Yes, that's what we always want to see, this 7 diva clusterfuck where only 2 divas really wrestle and then the other 7 just go out and random brawls and hit their finishers, and who cares? The only thing noteworthy of this match is at the end, Kelly is raising her title like and staring out at Beth Phoenix, and Beth Phoenix like, well, why are you getting up in my grill, girl? So we don't know what's up with that, but Divas match. Then we get on to Miz versus Kofi Kingston, and this time they actually played more with the Miz's injury. Miz seemed more injured in this match. Like, he was kind of like limping a lot, and there was a lot of points where Kofi was working on moves that worked on the knee. He would do moves that would hurt the knee and even more. And this match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was a nice little solid TV match that they could have, and we don't really see that much Kofi and Miz in the ring, and I think Kofi and Miz are a good match with each other, because normally when we do see them on TV, they tend to put out some pretty nice, entertaining matches. So I was enjoyed by it. The ending came when Kofi was like ran into the turnbuckle post, and as the Miz like hobbled back, and then Miz hobbled and hit the skull crushing finale. 1, 2, 3. Miz is going on to the WWE Championship. Oh, sorry there. WWE Championship Finals. Pretty much, like I said, it was just building up Miz to probably win the title tonight. Kofi, it was nice that he got a win over Alberto Del Rio, especially with Del Rio holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. So it was like kind of like something like, oh, Del Rio has the Money in the Bank briefcase. There's no point in really putting Del Rio up there if he has an automatic title shot whenever. So I'm glad what they did with Kofi tonight. Fine with it. Miz is in the finals. Rey Mysterio comes out, and you know, if you think about it, without a show with John Cena, who do you think is the next biggest draw? You got a Rey Mysterio. So it kind of makes sense why they're building up Rey Mysterio in this situation for us fans to make us believe, but whoa. We got the main event to talk about. So Rey Mysterio and R-Truth is the main event match. Then we get the main event promo. R-Truth and Rey Mysterio, go at it in a very entertaining TV match. Rey had 2 solid TV matches back-to-back. Well, not back-to-back, but in the same night, basically. And I enjoyed both of them. R-Truth and Rey Mysterio, I think they know how to work well with one another. They know how to hit the moves, too. Like, they were countering left and right, and I was liking it. Rey Mysterio wins in the same fashion like he did with Dolph Ziggler. R-Truth was trying to do some move on the ropes, and Rey Mysterio did that Hurricanrana, where he holds onto the ropes, and then as the superstar tries to throw him off the ropes, he Hurricanranas them into the ropes. And then Rey Mysterio's like, booyaka, booyaka, 619. And then he does the bullet splash where he goes all, his face goes, and then he hits the bullet splash, and Rey Mysterio won. So Rey was ready for the WWE Championship match, but Vince McMahon came out and was like, Rey, we're not gonna do that here tonight. No, there's no WWE Championship match tonight. So Rey, I ask you, please go back to the locker room. And so Rey's like pissed off. He's like, Rey, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than you. And Rey's like, no one's bigger than me. And then he's talked about how he's not gonna. Vince was talking about how he was the man that created this company. He's the man that calls the shots, and he's making an example of John Cena. And so he said, without further ado, the Marine himself, John Cena, comes out, former WWE champion, and Cena basically talks about how he loves this business. I can't live without it, Vince. This is something I love. And you have 8 months to find someone else to face The Rock at SummerSlam. At WrestleMania. That is a fact. See, Vince, you know what is smart for the business. And what I call one of my favorite, I always like lines that are really funny and catchy. And he said, if I can't do it here, don't make you think that I won't walk on another TV show, brother. Oh my God, I was laughing my ass off when Cena said that. I was laughing my ass off. I just thought it was a funny, good place line because Impact's it was a good way to say the Impact show, and it got a nice little TNA chant. I heard a couple of fans chanting TNA, and then it's like, no, you won't do that to me. You'll see. And before he says that, time to play it again. Triple H, he comes out here, baby. The game. And Triple H, he didn't do the water spit theme, but it's Triple H. You gotta do the water spit theme. But frickin', he comes out here, baby. He's all excited. I'm all excited. I'm like, oh, what's going on here? But the angle kind of settled down a little bit because it went on too long, like last week's almost. But Triple H basically said, Vince, I hate to say it, but you're relieved of your duties, I'm not gonna use the big words that Triple H said. I'm just gonna say, that Vince, his duties were relieved, so that means Triple H, is the new owner of the WWE, Pretty much that's what Triple H said. He kind of he said the board was concerned at least a couple amount of times. It was just kind of like, tell us already, what is he going to say? Then he said like a bunch of big words that some people didn't understand. I didn't understand it. I'm not someone who's like, I work, but I'm not in like a company. I work as a janitor. Do you think I know what a Conduct C4 was? I don't even know. And so basically Triple H pointed out Cena's not getting fired, but Vince, I hate to say it, but you're gone, and I'm taking over. And he said, "I love you, Pops." And the fans, they were shocked, and Vince, he was teared up, and a huge thank you Vince chant. And I'm excited to read the dirt sheets later to see what's this all about. But this wasn't really a build-up to SummerSlam in a way. This was kind of like a show for Money in the Bank, and a way to show that Cena's still going to be around. So Cena's still going to be around. Cena's still on WWE TV. Triple H, because whatever Vince said, I guess it's nullified now. So I don't know if we're going to get Rey Mysterio and The Miz next week for the WWE Championship. I really don't. But pretty much, basically, we have Triple H now as kind of like the Vince McMahon character, or where he owns WWE. So Triple H is now the new on-screen character. But overall, you know, the ending segment, he could have just got straight to the point about that. I liked the emotion in it, though. It really showed the relationship. It made it real with the in-real life relationship with Triple H and Vince McMahon, because they are really good friends. I mean, of course, he's his son-in-law, and he's married to Stephanie, and he always loved Vince. And so it was good to make it feel real, but I just wish it kind of got straight to the point about it. But overall, this Raw kind of like, I wouldn't say it fell flat. It wasn't terrible at all. Like, it just really was hard to be entertained, because I really thought there was going to be a new WWE champion. I thought there was going to be something more happening involved, especially with Money in the Bank. But I guess this is a way that they're saying that they're getting rid of the Vince character in general, and that there's going to be Triple H is probably going to take over as a new character. We'll have to wait and see. I'm pretty interested in it. I'm not going to lie. I'm interested in the angle, but the promo itself wasn't that interesting, in my opinion, if you guys understand what I'm saying. But overall, this Raw, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't terrible. I'll give it a B- or a C+. This is something that I just felt it was another throwaway Raw after a pay-per-view. We did get some good matches out of it, which is good. I mean, a build up to SummerSlam would have been nice. We all know Punk wasn't going to be there, because he posted on Twitter, "I'm going to a Phillies-Chicago Cubs game." So we knew Punk wasn't going to be there. And I don't know what they're doing with the WWE title situation. It was just kind of confusing. They didn't really make stuff clear. If Vince was so scared about Punk leaving with the title, why was he scared about that? Why did we need to go with this whole Cena Spire thing? I mean, because the WWE Championship, obviously Vince can make a tournament and crown a new one. So why was he scared that Punk was going to take the... I don't know. That was just confusing. But other than that, B-, C+. What are your guys' thoughts on Raw? Comment down below your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. Subscribe up above for Wrestling Matters Here, brother. And not only that, like or dislike this video. Follow me on Twitter. Add me on Skype, ChaseAllOver68. And I'm coming up close to the camera. You all know what that means.